Electric guitar versus acoustic guitar in country music. I think acoustic guitar is the backbone of any country song. It's the glue. It's something that you might not hear under a noisy string band or even a honky-tonk dance hall band, but it's got to be there to glue all the other rhythms together that the other instruments are doing. And it's the type of thing where you'd really notice it missing if it wasn't there. And when it is there, it's just really the ultimate support instrument. To play it cleanly and simply just takes a lot of listening, a lot of discipline, a lot of dedication, I guess. And it takes a good instrument, although even a cheap acoustic guitar, if it's tuned up right and it's in the right hands, can sound fantastic. The electric guitar is there to sort of join the bass with the acoustic guitar in a way. Like it's there to play fills real easily because it's louder. It can get out front and strut around on a flashy, fancy solo, and it can sustain a lot longer. The chords that you play on an electric guitar tend to sustain longer than on an acoustic guitar. So just to give you an example, here's something that I might play on an acoustic guitar. And it sounds great. It's very loud, however, and if I'm playing with another guitarist who's basically doing the same thing on an acoustic guitar, I might tuck in what I'm doing. I might reduce what I'm doing to something like this. Or maybe I'll play up higher here. Or maybe I might go to a position like this. So with the electric guitar, I don't have to play a lot. I can use a lot of finesse. I can use a lot of space. I don't need to be all over the instrument. I've got control over the volume a lot more. An acoustic guitar, I think of it as kind of an extension of a drum kit. It keeps a lot of rhythm. You can plug it in, you can amplify an acoustic guitar, but it's never going to sound as good as it does acoustically, and it's just not going to have that magic. We try every day to amplify that magic, but and we come close, but the real magic is just the box of an acoustic guitar, just beating on it and hitting out that rhythm. That's kind of a quick little side-by-side comparison of acoustic guitar and electric guitar in country music. This is a flatpick or a plectrum, and we use it in all kinds of styles of guitar playing, and especially in country music. We're playing country guitar and we want to get a nice rhythm going with this thing, so here's kind of the most basic rhythm you might do. That was all downstrokes with a nice heavy flat pick. I'm using the point. Some people use the side. Which gives it a little bit different sound, maybe more string sound, less pick sound, but I kind of like hearing a little bit of pick sound. It gives a little bit of sparkle to what I might be strumming as far as chords go. I use my thumb and index finger only to hold the pick. There's some great players out there who might use two fingers and a thumb to hold the pick, but I really like just using the index and the thumb to hold on to it, and I don't squeeze it too hard, just enough so it doesn't fall out of my hand. The fingers that I'm not using to hold the pick are freed up to play rolls. If I wanted to do hybrid picking. I could also go to a lighter pick and get more texture, more pick sound. kind of sounds like when we used to pin a playing card to the spokes of the bicycle. Kind of has that texture and quality to it. It doesn't quite have the same volume and projection, so that's why we go to a thicker pick. Here's one that's a little smaller than standard size, and it's a little thicker, and it's good for playing more solo type stuff. Melodies, scales. And again, it's got even more of the sound of the guitar, less of the sound of the pick. But like I said, it's to each his own how much texture they want to get out of their plectrum playing. And I like just a little bit of the sound of the pick in there. So that's what it sounds like to use a flat pick in country guitar, and just takes some practice. Country guitar is a really special part of the guitar world, in my opinion. It's part of the bard's toolkit. I think of great country music as almost like a newscast from some vagabond who's been drifting around the country and observing and making accounts of what's going on around them. That's kind of what country music can do at its best. And the guitar is sort of the delivery method for some of this news or insight or observation that people who write country music and write the stories and the songs, they can use the guitar to bring what they've got to say and share into focus and to complement it. And the guitar is just so portable, it's perfect for the traveling bard that we rely on to go out and find the news and bring it back to us. Whether it's the news of what's going on the landscape or what's going on inside the heart, it's kind of the same thing. So I think of country music as being really special that way. It's got that window that no other genre has in the same way, if that makes any sense. But it's so pure, it's such an American invention, it's such an American voice, and it doesn't know how to be anything but authentic. Playing country music on guitar involves a lot of open chords, meaning we're using chord shapes that have a lot of open, unfretted notes. And some people might call those cowboy chords. They're some of the most basic chords, but they sound really good on an acoustic guitar because they got a lot of sustain and a lot of volume. And the more sustain and volume you have, the more control you have over the instrument. Here's a little string of chords that would demonstrate these fingerings. So that gives us a chance to pick out some melody while still keeping a rhythm. I guess the term cowboy chords comes from a bunch of cowboys sitting around a campfire late at night on the wagon trail, and obviously they can't be dragging around too much more than a guitar, maybe a fiddle if they're lucky, harmonica. So, and since they're so busy at night, they're so busy during the day, at night they really are only going to know some of the basic chords, so hence the name cowboy chords. All right, in country music we like to use different techniques for driving a set of chords, a song, what have you. there's a term that gets thrown around a lot, the boom chick or boom chicka rhythm. And it's really just, I'm just picking the root note on a bass string and I'm strumming. And then I hit the 5th degree of the chord and strum after that, all downstrokes. And I can do it on all kinds of different chord fingerings. That's a C chord. I've got a G chord here. Got the root on the 6th string, G, and then I'm going to hit the 5th degree, the D, on the 4th string. Hence the name boom chick, boom chick, boom chick, boom chick. And I've got it on the D chord really easily. And you might see somebody on the piano, they could do the same thing, playing a bass note with the left hand and then playing a triad with the right hand, boom, chick, and that's kind of a real common way to flesh out a chord sequence or a tune. That's about as simple as you can do it. You could mix up the root 5th sequence by repeating some of the roots. But you still get that same rhythmic effect, and it can be really effective in keeping your tune moving forward with a nice momentum.